Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be talking through my thought process and explaining why I am making all of the decisions that I am making in a game of World Tour in the finals. And this time, I am going to be playing as a medium, so I completely whiffed that zipline. Would have been nice to get that just to open the vault a little bit earlier in case anyone else was coming in here. I am solo queuing here, and I have a grappling hook light and a wind claw heavy as my random teammates, not using voice chat or anything like that. This person wants to go to cash out B. I think I would also like to go to cash out A, because I think it's further away from Vault 2, and also we've opened the Vault first, so the people at Vault 2 are going to see we're going to cash out A, and because it was opened afterwards, they're going to go to cash out B, and then they'll get to that at a kind of similar time that we get to cash out A, which is going to be ideal. I misjudged the level that it was on. And here, I'm not going to put the Vault straight into the cash out. I'm going to wait for Vault 2 to go into cash out B and put them in at the same time so that we don't get third-partied. If your teammates start shooting at you, which they might, like that, then you're going to have to type in the chat and probably say something. Oh, I'm not going to type anything because we were just detected by a sonar grenade. Going to throw this in the corner, put that there, and then hold this here. So now, if the people actually start coming, I'll probably explain it to the chat in a second. If people start coming, I'll put it in. Yeah, they're around. I'll put it in. So that's it now. I put it in just because I don't want to die and then like lose control to the vault, and then maybe for some reason these teammates put the cash out in somewhere else. I did not realize. No, I wasn't the last one left. I don't know where our teammate went. Yeah. Okay, so that's not ideal. I am dead. Teammates are both still alive though, so they might do alright. Someone was stealing the cash out a second ago. That person shot a mine, which is a kind of cool play. They shot the mine to blow the people up. Health to that person. I'm getting res. This is very, very cool. Taking a 1v1 there while I'm getting res. Now it's a 2v, it's 3v1. Boom. Boom. Oh, boom. You must be a little bit low. Nice. And I'm going to res you while you got the cash out. Cool. It's a little bit of a weird fight there. I didn't want to put the vault into the cash out. I wanted both of the cash outs to go in at a similar time, because what's going to happen here is it makes sense for the third team to third party us, like right about now, and then go to cash out B afterwards. Like if you're going to cash out B here, you're not smart. You got to go to cash out A first and then go to cash out B afterwards. Gives you twice the opportunity, and that's what I wanted to prevent from happening, right? I didn't want to give people the opportunity to third party at cash out A and then also go back to B afterwards, because if we lost A and then we went to fight at B, everyone else would also be at B, so that wouldn't really have been ideal at all. Someone is stealing the cash out, which obviously is not going to be good. I completely missed the first shot. They're going to get that. They're dead though. Gonna reload this, which is gonna take a while. I am using the Model 1887. Cool. We want some health. Gotta keep everyone healthy here. There should be one more. Now there's two more. That's one dead. I missed that, but now is gonna be a good time to go for the cash out. I'll give you some health when you come back. I'm start healing you. That was a nice stun from that light. Gonna window hop up here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stand around them this time because I don't want to lose this cash out. Okay, so I like bodied that person so that I would be able to get the cash out. All teammate has to do is not die here. Yeah, nice, good job. There is one heavy left though, so they should be wary of that. But even if we get wiped here, we are going to get the cash out. So what you got to do in some situations is stand directly next to the person or stand directly in front of the person who's getting the cash out. I defib my teammate there just because I wasn't confident in taking on a heavy sledgehammer on my own, so I just thought I would risk the defib. What the light should 100% do here is not fight. Okay, well, they got a little bit lucky that the heavy RPG themselves as well. But don't 1v1 a heavy. If you're a light, it's just not going to work out for you, especially if it's World Tour and not ranked. In ranked, you can probably manage it. But in World Tour, if the heavy knows what they're doing, you're not going to be able to 1v1 a light. It's just not going to work out for you. I mean, as a light, you're not going to be able to 1v1 the heavy in most situations. But the light did well. They took out the heavy. You should just like grab the totem and then run away and then res, because otherwise there's a risk of getting wiped there. Like if you're ever in a 1v1 situation and there's no objective in play, which there wasn't right there, there's no point fighting, because we might have got wiped and then we wouldn't be in first place anymore. We'd be in second place. Vault 4 is over there. Okay, that's... do we want to do Vault 4? Well, maybe cash out C does make more sense, but we don't really need to do... Someone's open Vault 4, so now I want to go to cash out C. So it's okay to change your mind in this game as well. I originally marked Vault 4, and then I was like, oh wait, I actually want to go to cash out C because now Vault 4 is getting open, so it doesn't make sense to go for that anymore. because again, you want to go to the cash out that's been put in first, because then you always have kind of 2 chances to get it. The heavy is focusing on me, even though the light is the one that's hitting him, but that's okay. Kind of tanked a bit of damage there. Just gonna reload this gun, because reloading takes a really long time. For the medium, this is probably just the easiest gun to use. You know, just point and shoot. No visual recoil, no recoil patterns, nothing like that. Just you do just point and shoot. There's lots of damage if you point well and shoot when you're pointing at them. So I think our teammates realize that we're doing this cash out now. I do miss those sonar grenades. Teammates above. Okay, I hit that person. Probably went back down here. They should be low. Cool. I don't really know where anyone is, and it is hard to listen for audio when I'm talking, which is kind of the bad thing about doing it live. But also, if I do it live, then you probably get what I'm thinking while I'm thinking it. There's one here. I missed that. Oh, you have shoot gun. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I think there was someone behind me as well there. Was it someone on a different team? Because that was a heavy with an SA-1216, and I don't think our heavy has an SA-1216. Also, our heavy is dead. So, what you should do here is just go res. Yeah, I was gonna try and res the person that was kind of towards cash out C, but then I got a little bit of tunnel vision on that opponent, which I probably should have done. I probably should have just gone to res. There is someone down there, so now I think there's one team left here. I'm gonna chuck some frags in there because I know someone's in there. Chuck one in there. That's a hit, so this person's probably low. Oh, I missed that shot. Gonna run through. They're getting healed. It'd be really nice to finish them off, though. I got clawed. That's not ideal. And I rushed in on my own there without paying attention to the objective or how much time is left on it. So that was just a really awful play by me. I shouldn't have rushed in on my own, which is what I basically did. And I should have paid attention to how much time was on the objective. I should have tried to, like, mark it to coordinate with my teammates or something. It did also make sense for me to kind of try and get that kill. But unfortunately, I think I just, like, missed the second shot after they were super low. And that didn't work out. I'm probably just going to coin here. They do have a little bit of goo. But I am just going to coin. Just to make sure we don't get wiped. But it doesn't actually really matter if we do, because we're still going to be in the same position. And unfortunately, I just spawned directly next to where all of those enemies were. So that's really is just a very unlucky spawn. And now we're not going to have any time to go to D. Our teammate does have coins. They're probably waiting to see if they actually do have to coin. Or if our teammate is going to res us. I would probably coin here and start heading towards the next vault, though, because we're not in a qualifying position. And you want to make sure you don't get wiped. Like, if 2 RPGs come at this person, you're not really going to have time to coin in time. But I am going to get resed here, and then I can go and res the other one. So that should be okay. Actually, if you're going to res, which I don't know if you are. Yeah. Look, zipline. I can zipline. You go. Yeah, okay, so that's bad coordination, but I had a zipline, so I knew that I'd be able to get there first. But now while that's happening, I will go res, and they're going to deal with the vault. So there is a way to communicate with people in this game without having to use the chat or anything like that. They were marking the teammates so that I would res them, and I recognized that, but I also know that I have a zipline, and I don't think they had a zipline, so I knew I'd be able to get them up. I knew I'd be able to get to the vault faster, and time is of the essence when you're opening these vaults in last-second situations. And we do want to go to cash out B here. So cash out A has been put in, and we want to go to cash out B. We want to put this in very last second. I'm not too sure if my teammate's going to do it, which is another reason why I wanted to have the vault. What you want to do here is put the vault in very last second. Yeah, they didn't do it. Okay, so the reason you want to put it in last second and not at the 30-second marker, which is what they did, is because if you put it in last second, that's 30 less seconds you have to defend it for. Because overtime has already started. There's going to be a minute of overtime when these 15 seconds are up. So if you put it in last second, you only have to defend it for a minute. But because they didn't do that, because they put it in with 30 seconds left to go, we actually have to defend it for a minute and 30 seconds. And it just gives everyone else in the game kind of time to react and be like, oh yeah, cash out B is in. And now they're probably going to be like, let's go to that. It looks like it's got more time than A. Or something like that. It's just always going to be better to put it in later when you're in this exact position. Like, when there's already one cash out in, and you're going to put in another one, you might as well just put it in last second, so that you only have to defend it for a minute instead of 30 seconds. We do only have to defend it for 35 seconds here, so that's nice, but, like, 1 minute is an easier defense time than 1 minute and 30 seconds. So you should always wait before putting it in. I think my teammates are solid. I think their game sense isn't top-notch, though. They were confused about why I was putting the first vault into the first cash out kind of later on than they would. which isn't a fantastic sign. And then here they didn't wait to put this in. So this game, you know, you do have to get kills and get steals, but you can also think tactically about how you can make the game easier for yourself, and I think that's something my teammates are a little bit unaware of, but they are still pretty solid teammates. I haven't really had any issues so far. I think they might actually have better KDs and stuff than me. And we qualified that game, so all around, just a pretty solid game, nothing too crazy or complicated happening. I used my defib when I could, I gave some heals in situations that I saw fit, and, well, I guess I'll talk about it more when the next game is starting. Right, so as I was saying, I was doing lots of healing, well, healing where I could, and I was really focusing on, like, healing my teammates and defibbing my teammates as well. There were a couple of times where I got some tunnel vision and kind of rushed into fights I shouldn't have, but generally I was always trying to think of my teammates and healing them and sticking close to them and defibbing them as well. And there are kind of two ways to play medium, and I like playing medium as, like, the medic. There are different ways you can play the medium, but I think the medic is probably the best way. I threw a frag grenade in there because I really thought someone would be in here before I checked the room, but no one's in here. I guess you're out here. I got stunned by something, that person there. They are dashing around the place like a madman. Someone is down. There's one here. Oh, I might die. They're bowing me. That's a hit though. Hey, let's go. Thank you for the heals, teammate. So just nice team wipe there. Teammates got some kills. I got a kill. I got a messy kill. And now we're going to go to Cash Out B. Again, you don't want to put this in straight away. You know, a lot of people complain about third-partying in this game, and third-partying in itself can be an issue for sure, but I find you can dramatically reduce the chances of getting third-partied if you just play smart. This is not playing smart. You gotta wait for Cash Out A to go in, and then put Cash Out B in, or put them in at very similar times. We have actually put it in at, like, a pretty similar time, so there isn't, like, a huge advantage coming to Cash Out B, but there definitely is still an advantage coming to Cash Out B, so that is increasing the likelihood of you getting third-partied, right? So it's not ideal, and I always find it quite funny when I see people saying that, oh my god, the third party in the game is broken and all that kind of stuff, when you get people like this that actively, like, literally don't think about how to reduce the chances of getting third-partied at all. I just find it quite ironic. Enemies are getting marked up there, and in this situation, I obviously have a close-range gun, so I can't do much at long range. So what you want to do is just keep yourself from taking unnecessary damage, and just heal your teammates if they're kind of taking pokes at the enemies. I actually got an assist there, so now I'm not too worried about pushing up a little bit closer, and now I am, because someone else is shooting at me. Gonna heal there. Yeah, they're coming around to heal me. I can heal them. Our light's a little bit far away, but that's okay for the most part. I'll say thanks. Probably gonna have to try res there. Hey, there is one there indeed. Missed that shot. They're gonna start moving. Be nice to finish off that light. I would like to defib though. I really not. Yeah, I can zipline that. So we're gonna reload a little bit. Then I'm probably gonna go try zipline. Might chuck some frags in there. I think that's a pretty nice frag. Chuck one there. Go for the zipline. Someone is stealing, but that's not the priority right now. Defibbing's the priority because we definitely still have time to wipe purple. Pink, orange is the color that I'm thinking of, and then get the cash out. I would like to finish this person. Cool, and I shall heal you in case there happens to be a third-partying team here. We actually didn't have time. That really sucks. Yeah, I mean, Model 1887 is a hard weapon to aim sometimes. Someone is shooting at my teammate. I think it's actually just a turret, so I'll just heal them while they're doing that. And now we're all up and we can all go to the next vault or something. It's unfortunate we didn't get that vault, though. I did get a little bit of tunnel vision on eliminating the opponents. What maybe I should have done is, like, focusing on getting the cash out sooner or something. But we did definitely have time to kind of wipe orange and then go for the cash out. I just missed a couple of shots, so it didn't happen as soon as it could have, really. Vault 3 is over there, Vault 4 is over there. It's probably okay to go to Vault 3. Doesn't really matter if we get wiped because we don't have any cash. So even if you don't have large amounts of cash, I'm going to get out of here because I'm not confident in my position. I'm actually going to die. Yeah, that person's going to come around that corner, I think, and I would like to not be here when that happens, so I'm just going to run away a little bit. So I'm super low. Wait for that health regen. There is a light somewhere. Not too sure where. Up there. Okay. Yeah, let's just run away. Wall hop up here because, I mean, window hop up here. because sometimes the enemies don't know how to wall hop, window hop rather, and that just means that it's a quick, easy getaway. Vault 4 actually ended up being open first. So in a situation like this, really is no point whatsoever in fighting. In fact, a teammate is marking Vault 2 right now. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to go to Vault 3, rather, because there's no point at all in fighting those opponents. You get 600 cash if you wipe the entire team. You lose 30% of your cash if you lose the fight, but if you open this vault, we've got 1,000 cash. So it really is just both completely pointless and a huge waste of time to fight the enemies here instead of focusing on this objective. And in fact, what you actually want to do here is you either want to put this vault into D or put this into C and then have both of the vaults go into the same cash out. And that's because if we put this into D and my teammates end up trying to defend D, we're all going to be wasting the chance to get C. And that's obviously not ideal, but that's what would end up happening. So what I'm going to try and do, I think I'm getting sniped or something. All right, I'm wiped. But that's good, because that means that we're going to have a chance to go to C. So we can mark that, try C, maybe fail, and then go to D afterwards. I actually like that we got wiped there, because I feel like if we put in D, I don't think my teammates would have gone to C after that. They'd be like, let's defend D. And that wouldn't be ideal. You gotta go to C first, and then go try D afterwards. It literally just doubles your chances of getting a cash out, right? So I'm gonna mark C, gotta pray that my teammates accept it. And if people are ever being like not so nice in the chat, just ignore it. There's no point in adding fuel to the fire. No, I'm gonna go to C. I would like to go to C. Are you coming with me? You're coming with me. That's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, if your teammates are ever arguing in the chat or something, don't add fuel to the fire. Just kind of let it settle. And then that way, everyone is going to have higher morale. Oh, I was gonna finish them off. That's unfortunate. Okay. I think I just didn't click the mouse because I got winched. I got clawed. You're not rezzing. Are you gonna go C? You gotta make a decision here. Okay, you gotta play for an objective here. There's no point playing for kills. And right now it looks like they're playing for kills. They're not thinking about rezzing me, which is bad. They're just thinking about shooting into the masses, and that's really not going to be ideal. They have gone back to cash out D there, though, which they are defending, so that's a very, very good decision. The other team, I guess, just got it on their own. Maybe everyone went to C or something. Yeah, in fact, that's probably what happened. Everyone probably went to C, because everyone else probably realized, oh wait, we can go back to D afterwards. So that's the situation we're put in now. It's going to be like 4 teams all third partying here. Someone is stealing the cash out. I'm really not going to be able to do a whole lot about that, except I actually am. Mines or something would be good here. This isn't an ideal space. In fact, I might be quiet for a minute because I might want to listen to some audio. So Salmon is coming back and we have Pink. So Salmon and Pink are probably the 2 teams we're going to be encountering here. One teammate is dead. Probably going to try snatch a defib there and get some shots off on the person healing, not the one getting healed. I am low. Not a whole lot of time on that cash out though. I'm just gonna chill in the smoke for a second. I'm dead. Okay, really not a whole lot of time. We got wiped. That's so bad. So now it's just up to chance. Hopefully that person dies. They might not have time to steal it. I think they will though. Yeah, okay, so that's obviously not very ideal. Someone has to open Vault 5, like, right about now. Actually, we could win if we open both of the vaults and put one of the vaults into the cash out, because second place only has 7,000 cash. So we could actually just win by getting one of the vaults. Again, if a teammate's saying stuff that just, you know, doesn't really make sense, don't type back in the chat. Don't waste time typing. Don't do any of that stuff. You gotta just focus on trying to win still, because we can still win. If we, like, for example, wipe Orange and open Vault 6, then we win, we qualify, and that's it. So we've opened Vault 6, we have that bit of cash, we need to let 5 go into cash out A. That has to happen. So hopefully that person is going to realize that they need to put that into cash out A and not fight, and just put it in, because please don't shoot Orange. No, Light, don't shoot Orange, please. Oh, actually, you know what, I'm not smart. They're running away with the Vault, because I should have focused on killing Orange, so that's a mess up by me. Yeah, are you putting it in? Oh, my aim sucks so much. Oh my god. If I had aim that didn't suck... oh my god, someone put a cash out in. Let's go. So, the bad thing there is, if I had killed that Light, or whoever had the cash out, I'm gonna throw this away, because I don't want that there, and now I'm just gonna go to cash out B, and then probably get rid of the zipline as well. Destroy the zip line so no one can follow. Went through the window and get to a defensive position. So if I had killed that orange person, I could have started a second cash out. Orange was trying to run away with the vault because they were obviously in a qualifying position. That is no longer the case, so everyone is going to third party here. That is not good. They are dead though. I can aim now. No, I can aim now, but not when it counts, it would seem. But yeah, Model 1887 is a rough weapon to use. I much prefer it to the AKM or XEAR. I really don't like the amounts of visual recoil or recoil patterns some of these weapons have. That seems a little bit crazy, so I don't know how much I want to go in there. A little bit of a kill with the frag grenade, though. You're gonna die as well in a second. If I can melee you, or shoot you, anything really. If I can do anything here, that would be good. Throw a frag grenade. Don't want someone to steal that cash out. That is good, and we qualify. So very, 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 very hectic game there, but we do end up qualifying. So, you know, never give up, because this is a game where you can always win. Well, not always. Obviously, sometimes you don't have a chance of winning. But because Orange didn't really have much cash there, we could just win. And again, I'll talk about it when the next round is starting. Alright, so we are up against 2 lights and a medium, and I'm thinking about changing my weapon. I'm actually going to change the AKM here. And that's just because we're up against 2 lights. One of them is using the dagger, because I could see it in like the starting screen. And one of them is using something else. But I think they both have dash, or like grappling hook. Actually, you know what? I think one of them is invisible, and I think one of them has the dash. And so I just wanted a weapon that could kind of... was easier to contribute with than the Model 1887. You have to be super precise with that. But with the AKM, I can just do like little bits of damage, and then it's going to be easier for my teammates to get assists and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's always okay to switch your weapon. Always good to have like a planned out reserve for stuff that you might realistically want to switch to. I actually don't have that, but I did have the AKM, and I knew I might want to switch to that. So I missed that zipline, but that's okay. I think a teammate marked the enemies. There they are. Yeah, I'm thinking about regretting my decision to use the AKM now. Just that first little burst reminded me of how much visual recoil it had. But that's okay, I can deal with it. That's another sonar grenade. They're throwing those in, but no frags or anything, which is nice. Okay, weird to use both the sonar grenades at the same time as well. So someone was over there. Cash out B is over there. Cash out A is here. Okay, so just get an assist there. That's what I meant about using the AKM. You can just like spray and pray in some of these closer ranges when a light's trying to push you. That's exactly what happened there. That's why I switched. So always do kind of plan ahead. If you know who you're going to be playing against, especially if it's the final round, do plan ahead. I feel like that would have been from down there. There you are. And that's a team wipe. Cool. So, you know, again, I knew I was going to be facing off against 2 lights, so I switched to a weapon that I think I would have more success with against 2 lights, which is the AKM, and so far that's been proving to be pretty valuable, right? So do just pay attention to who you're going to be playing against and all that kind of stuff. And actually, if you ever don't know what recoil pattern the gun has that you're using, just really quickly shoot at a wall. And now I know it's that shape, so I can like just pull down basically. Can try and move left and right a little bit. Oh my god. It does not have as much visual recoil as I remember. Was that like secretly nerfed or something? Or buffed? Because it doesn't seem as bad as it used to be. But anyway, enemies are over there. You want to make sure that if they ever use any zip lines or anything, you get rid of those. You want to make sure if your teammates get hit a little bit, you just want to heal them. And now, because this is like a longer range fight, I can actually do something here. I can shoot at the enemies if I see them. I don't have to just spend the whole fight not doing anything. Not hitting any shots there, but that's okay. Yeah, I can provide some healing as well. What are the enemies doing? There's one down there somewhere. Sonar grenade for the win. I don't know if he's behind cover or what, but I can't hit anything right now. So anyone down here? Not too sure. This is a weird fight. I think they'd want a heavy to bring it down, or some frag grenades or something. They don't have an RPG. They have a medium and 2 lights, so they can't... Yeah, there's a frag. Okay, I tried to avoid it, but I didn't, so the light is low. Heal you up, we're all full. I'll say thanks, always nice to be polite. Try and hit you up a little bit. Would be absolutely hilarious if you could, like, melee a frag grenade, or throw it back. But yeah, they're just trying to blow this up to make it drop down so they can actually have a fight here. I guess they don't have any jump pads or anything like that. A light tried to push on their own. Try to take all 3 of us out. Probably not going to work out so well, but it might if your teammates aren't low, aren't full, so make sure you heal them, keep them full. Again, enemies trying to pop up here. That's another assist. Just keep everyone happy and healthy and full, and we get the cash out. So that was just a fight where because the enemies don't have like well-rounded kind of balanced loadouts, they just couldn't really do anything. Like, no one had a zipline, no one had a jump pad or anything like that. At least they didn't show that they had it. So they couldn't really do a whole lot, or there was no RPG to make it come down easily, or no thermal bore or anything like that. So because of kind of the lack of loadout choices that they had to assist them there, we just got that cash out fairly easily without much, I don't know, without much resistance, basically. Right, so Vault 2 is opening. I think the enemies would be coming right about now. They are all still alive. We didn't actually wipe them. I think teammates just, like, killed a couple and then came to where I was. There's one right there, though. That person is dead. That person is dead as well. You could just camp the totems here. A little bit risky, actually. You know what? Maybe I'll use a zipline as, like, a quick getaway, just to make it a little bit more confusing for wherever the final light is. I cannot see where you are. You must be down here, though. They alive? Did you wipe them? You wiped them. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, put the cash out in and then wipe the enemy team. That's very, very good. That's like an extra 20 seconds there. Well, realistically, like an extra 40 seconds they're gonna have that they just can't do anything with. So that means instead of having to defend the cash out for 2 minutes, which is how long a cash out takes, at least as far as I'm aware. I actually might be wrong about that, so someone correct me if I am in the comments. But because they're wiping and then because they have to, like, run towards us, just uses up all of the enemy's time. And the enemies didn't pay attention to whatever the map modifier was. For this one, it's obviously suspended structures. So, you know, it normally doesn't play a role, especially if you normally use well-balanced stuff. But if you're someone that uses, like, a really specific loadout at certain times, then you gotta watch out for the map modifiers and you gotta change your loadout accordingly, because the enemies just aren't going to be be able to do anything. That's just how this is gonna work. You just drop that to me, I'll bloop them. Yeah, and now I can heal you. That's cool, we're all gonna be happy and alive, and my defib is gonna be on cooldown, but that's okay, this is a pretty ideal time to have it on cooldown. I'm gonna fire back at this bow person, because I don't like them a whole lot, and I feel like they don't have the best aim, so now they're running away. Means we've got a bit more freedom up here. I think they probably threw something in. They missed the throw, though, which is actually pretty huge, because, you know, frag grenades don't have the biggest cooldown, but they have a pretty significant cooldown. That's some gas. Oh no, it's another frag grenade. So this bit here is falling down. If the cash out falls, you gotta watch out for that, because it's not gonna fall just onto this level. It might actually fall down here, so gotta know what's beneath you in this type of situation. Try and keep this person low at the longer ranges. We obviously both have healing beam, at least both of the mediums on our team, which is me and my other medium teammate. We both have healing beam, so we can always keep each other, like, happy and full. You do want to watch out for the people that try and come up here. They didn't actually drop down all the way, so you want to follow up on that kill. Keep everyone healthy. If you don't have time to look at the UI, see how much health they have, just heal them. Just going to be a safer option. Teammate did actually fall down, so I'm going to use a zipline and mark it. Oh, I didn't even need to, because we won the tournament. So that final round went very, very well, and I didn't die in it. So, you know, heal your teammates as a medium, defib them as a medium, stick around with them, because you're not going to be able to do so much on your own. If there's a weird map modifier that you're not really familiar with, you gotta change your loadout accordingly. My loadout was fairly balanced, so I didn't have to. But the enemies, because we put both of the cash outs into, like, a suspended structure, they just really couldn't do a whole lot at all. Like, one of them was desperately trying to blow it up with frag grenades. That didn't really work for either of the suspended structures, because their explosive damage is decent, but it's not a whole lot. So they needed to have, like, a heavy with an RPG, but obviously you can't change class mid-round, right? So, like, one of them had to put in the thermal bore, or have that on their reserve, or something like that. Or they had to all use their frag grenades together, or something like that. They just had to do something there. They had to plan a little bit ahead, which they didn't do. And even if they didn't want to do that, if like, I think somehow the medium got up there, so I think the medium actually maybe did have, like, a jump pad or something. So if they had that, they needed to, like, put it in a hidden location, or all come up at the exact same time and push us together and coordinate a little bit more. That's just something the enemies didn't do, that you can do in your games to make the fights go a little bit smoother. But yeah, all around, I think just a pretty solid game. I didn't contribute a whole lot myself, but I was, like, constantly just healing everyone, constantly defibbing anyone, and again, in that last round, I switched my own weapon, because I knew it would be more effective against the enemy lights, because in the last round, I couldn't really hit a lot of shots with the Model 1887, so I was like, oh, you know what? This is kind of hard to use sometimes, so I'm just going to switch to the AKM. Probably going to be an easier time, probably going to give us better chances of winning, and then we won. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.